Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She want to pull up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Blue 18. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch right.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Anything moves, we hit it.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the flag.
Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
24 is the mic. I got you.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Get ready.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Go.
Easy. Hey,
Shit.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
ready. White 25. White 51. I got it. Follow. Easy. Small. 51. The Manhattan 51.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. White.
Winston. And that will be incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
$12 yards on the return that time.
Let's go.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Mariota. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
From the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Watch it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Let's put that team on the block.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Silver.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Go, Mike. Ready. Flag. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, he's got it to Hilton.
Hey, switch gears.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Bus stop.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Winston.
Let's go. We got this.
Well, the The two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Pretty good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making a little bit. Difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Ready?
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
You think you're going to get this? Easy. Here's the mic. Wait. It's our time.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Joey Bosa. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, let's go! Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
Set! Blue 18!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
I'm here all day. Motion.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. I got eight.
Bunch formation. Come on.
Mariota on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Check.
Where are they, team? 3.
Echo.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
One.
Four down.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here I come.
Fournette on the counter. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Hey,
Blue 18.
Army.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Motion.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Man out.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Winston. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
We go, what?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing, Mariota. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
One.
3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the twist.
Now Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Easy. I got one. Orbit. I'm here all day.
Here's Winston. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Green, triple team.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I'm coming back.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Winston over the middle to Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Check 24. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 31. Check 31.
They go to Johnson again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
4 down, 4 exit. 24 is the mark.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They don't want it.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Finding some room at midfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let him know, let him know. Check the backer, check the backer. He's coming, he's coming. You got double up, double up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch out.
Come on.
Watch out.
Sunday.
49.
Wait.
Check 49.
Winston to throw it this time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Colts.
Keep playing hard.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming
Tight end to the
off a
right,
3 and out, my friend.
right. Move.
I think they've got to look at that play
Hey, we
sheet
got 4.
and go to a spot where they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Three.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Baby, let's go. Get excited.
16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies or rocking chairs often one of the major gifts. But don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tight end right, tight end right.
One.
Bravo. 24 is the mic. I got wide.
Mariota now.
Come on, boy. You better be
And
ready.
the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Blue lane. One.
Man, I got you.
Fox track.
Mike 35. He's scared. 35.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. Hey, boys, we got 4.
From the gun, Winston. Caught left side by Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 4. It's coming this way, Here we go, Flip it. Mike 4.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go, baby.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking. Flip it.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here's Mariota.
Back home, yo. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On the run, it's Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score, Colts 31, Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And he's got his man Hilton. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Winston now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Running on first down with Ware. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
In your face.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Winston. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes